Hi everyone, it's Ashley. This is my 37-week pregnancy update. Please excuse all of this. I have reached the stage where I am perpetually hot and tired. We also went to the local water park for truly like an hour and a half today. My son was not into it. But he was into it enough for me to get all the way into the wave pool and get completely wet. So my hair and body, and you smell like chlorine. I'll take a shower and put some comfy clothes on and sit in the semi-AC house. The cat is so needy lately and annoying, honestly. So the big question this week is, did the baby turn? So I went on Friday. 2 weeks ago, Friday, I went at just over 34 weeks. The baby's head was on my left and its feet were on my right. So last Friday at just over 36 weeks, I went and she said, okay, let's see if it's moved. I said, I've been having my 35th week, I had a lot of movement one day, so I felt like the baby had moved into some sort of different position. And then last Wednesday, I had a lot of movement again, and it's different. It hurts. It's really not nice, actually. And so she was like, okay, and she put the thing on my belly and immediately saw the head on my left side, sorry, on my right side, with the spine again facing down. And I said, I'm feeling something near my cervix, and it every once in a while it hits me or does something to me. And cervical kicks or cervical headbutts or whatever your baby's doing, no joke. Honestly, they kill. They're a little lightning bolt of ouchness. That's not very nice. And she said, yeah, you're right. You are feeling something. Your baby's, so like the head is here, spine, and the legs were going down and hitting my cervix. So the baby basically moved either all the way this way or all the way this way. Either way, its head had ended up here. And then it had to flip this way because the ultrasound before, the spine was also down. So if it had just moved in a circle or semicircle one way or the other, its spine would be up. No, its spine is still down. So, at 30, as far as I know, today at 37 weeks, the baby is still transverse. At the appointment after the ultrasound, the midwife had, I'm assuming she was an OB, come in. Someone that the midwives work with the OBs very closely. So even if I did have to have a C-section, the midwife would probably still be in the operating room with me, just keeping me company or comfortable. They work alongside with the OBs very closely in this practice, which I think is great because if I do have a C-section, I'll have seen a midwife this whole pregnancy, not one single OB. And then I'll have to meet somebody, random and have them cut me open. So it's, the midwives trust the OBs trust the midwives. And it's a really good partnership. So she had someone come in, a woman come in, and she was pushing on my stomach. Now, I tell you, sometimes I tell Finn, I'm like, Finn, you can't hit me like that. Like, you can't run into me or you can't push me so hard. And the way this woman was pushing on my belly, I thought to myself, Finn has done nothing to this baby, because this woman, she was getting in there and she was trying to see if she could start pushing the baby head down. Unfortunately, she said the baby is very high up, and I know that because I said I'm feeling a lot of movement in this one area, and the ultrasound tech said that's the baby's hands and elbows. So every time it's moving its hands and elbows, that's where I'm feeling the movement. And that's quite up high. I mean, the baby needs to be quite down low now. So she's saying even if she could turn the baby, which she doesn't think will be successful, the success rate for aversion is really low. And even lower on somebody of my body type. She said, I don't think it would, A, get into the birth canal, get into that position, or B, stay there if she could get it in. So she advised me to, if I'm still trying to have a VBAC, to go swimming to try and get kind of gravity. You know, when you're swimming, you're weightless almost, and it'll lift the gravity of the baby and kind of help it slosh around a bit. The good news is the ultrasound tech did say that I have a lot of fluid, so it's not restricted in that way. It can hopefully still move with the fluid that's around it. She also said if I'm going to go swimming, I should probably swim on my right side. Sleep on my right side. She said maybe put an ice pack on my right side. Basically, she's saying try to annoy the baby as much as you can to get it to move. I am on like a mommy website type thing, and 2 women have recently, like the past couple of days, tried the version, and it didn't work. The baby either moved right back into position or they couldn't get the baby to move at all. So it makes me feel a little bit better about just deciding to not even try. Because honestly, what that woman did was painful. And she even said, like, if we do this version, you're going to have an epidural because it's going to be so painful. So yeah, so the baby has moved, but not into a desirable position. I was texting my friend who just had her baby a couple weeks ago, and she said, "How are you? You know, that's frustrating. Are you frustrated with the situation that the baby's, you know, not putting you in, basically?" And I said, it's not really frustrating. It would be frustrating if I, like Finn, labored for hours and hours, pushed for a couple hours, and then just ended up with a C-section anyway. Because then I'm exhausted and having had major surgery. So you wake up after having a baby excited, but you're exhausted. You're trying to recover. You're trying to basically do everything. You need help walking for a little bit. You need help going to the bathroom the first couple times. Stuff like that. If I planned a C-section, I would hopefully be able to rest. I wouldn't be just completely exhausted. And then hopefully recovery from, just from the start, you'd feel a lot better because you're not just ridiculously exhausted and frustrated. It was frustrating that I pushed for Finn and that he couldn't come out. So I'm not frustrated with this baby. I literally cannot birth this baby this way. And so it's kind of just like, well, I have to do what I have to do. I'm doing the things that the doctor suggested. I've looked up a couple other things about elevating your hips and sitting on a birthing ball, and so I'm trying these things, but I'm not going crazy. I'm not, these are all things that are just, I could be doing them whilst not, just regularly pregnant. Swimming, that's not that hard, is it? Finn had swimming lessons yesterday, and I used to do aqua aerobics at the gym, at the pool, that he takes his swimming lessons at. And I know the people who run it, and the women are very nice to me, so they let me go in the pool for free, especially because they understand that I'm so freaking hot. that she's like, you can go in any day you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter. And then we went to Splish Splash today, or the water park, and so I got into the pool there. It's not anything that's ridiculously out of my ordinary routine. I did get we had a birthing ball from when I was pregnant with Finn, and I did get that out this week, and was sitting on it, trying to sit on it once or twice a day. And even if you're not trying to move your baby, it's just a very comfortable position at this point in your pregnancy. So I said I'm not frustrated. The baby will come out some way, and it's just the main reason right now is to avoid surgery. And if I can avoid surgery, that's what I want. But if I can't, that's how it's going to be. Let's see. I will show you the 2 things that I have to show you. Last week I showed you a blanket, like a boy type blanket. I unfortunately couldn't finish that blanket because I didn't know the brand of the yarn. It was kind of like I think I had just gotten a skein from somewhere, and I didn't have the label. So I couldn't finish the blanket because I don't know the yarn. So I went through all my yarn area and found this blanket that I had been making, but I didn't remember. And I also didn't finish it. I think I had like 10 rows to go, and then it would be, you know, a good size. So this is going to be the boy blanket. It's like a variegated green, white, and blue, and then green, blue, and white. So that's completed, and I sewed in all the ends of this blanket, and I sewed in all the ends of the girl blanket, which, if you're not a crafty person, I'll tell you, it's a real huge pain in the butt to change colors every 2 rows and have to sew in all those ends. Whew. Last thing I have to show you is I bought these nursing pads. That's what they're called. They are from Sweet Baby Jane Company. I found them on Etsy. She is in South Dakota. They're really reasonably priced, and you could pick, if you didn't pick the designs you want, she kind of just sends you random ones. But I picked this one, and this is the back. Obviously it comes 2s. I think there are 5 pairs. I think I paid 10 something, maybe like 10 and then shipping. I think they definitely came to under $15 for all 5. And with Finn, I did not leak almost at all. Like really big stains, but I did notice that my bra started to smell like, sorry, that's gross, but my bra started to smell because like I would have a little bit of letdown, or it'd be like after he was done, there'd be a little bit of milk still left on me. And so hopefully I won't leak as much as some people do. But as long as I can put these in my bra just to get that whatever was going on last time. Because these are much easier to wash, obviously, than to wash, you know, the 1 or 2, or I think maybe I have 3 nursing bras. And so these are easier, obviously, to wash than be down a bra. Then I got this one. I picked all of these. The musical note one, the one she showed on her site, was black and white. These are silver. But I don't, like, that's okay. I don't really mind. It doesn't matter really to me. Nobody's hopefully going to see them. This one. and this one. So those are I bought these this week. I bought nipple cream this week off of Amazon. I put that in my hospital bag already. I may film my hospital bag. I'm not sure. It's not really that interesting, but. And then we have the blanket. Pretty sure I didn't buy anything else this week. I feel like, oh, I've done a couple freezer meals this week. I did 3 more freezer meals. Chicken and broccoli Alfredo. I'm going to make some crock pot pasta sauce and then freeze that in a couple portions. We'll have it for dinner one night this week, and then I'll freeze the rest into a couple portions. And like a meat sauce. And then it's in my, I can see this name in my head and it's like on the tip of my tongue. It's 8-can taco soup. It's a crock pot meal. We actually had it last week for dinner. And I used all of the ingredients that you're supposed to, except for the canned chicken, because I wasn't going to use canned chicken. That just seems kind of gross to me. So I cooked a rotisserie chicken one day, and I used the leftover chicken for that. And I'm going to make another one of these just in the... I was going to do it today. I was going to do it like 15 minutes ago, and realized I did not have one of the cans. And I did not have enough Ziploc bags. I only had 1 Ziploc bag left, like the gallon size. So I need to buy some more of those and the can tonight, and then I can get those out. I think we're going to have like 2 weeks worth of dinners at least. And that just makes me breathe a little bit easier. With my son, I didn't prepare at all, and my husband had to do the cooking. I also made a like a homemade pancake mix, where you just put everything together and then you just store it, and you take 1 cup of the mix. It's supposed to be 1 cup of milk, but they came out a little bit thinner than I like. So I wrote on for my husband, if he's doing it, to use 3/4 of a cup milk and then 1 egg, and that hopefully should be the right consistency. You can always add in that last 1/4 of a cup. So, and then so that would be a quick meal if we needed it one night or one lunchtime. Honestly, you can have breakfast any day, any time of the day, right? So that's it. I'm not really in nesting mode because I'm just too tired and hot to do anything. I was at Michael's yesterday picking up some yarn, and I dropped my keys. And I literally stood there and looked in front of me for like 10 seconds and was like, I hate you, keys. And I bent down and picked them up. And then I was looking at it like this little kid crafts or whatever for my son, and there was like a sign hanging on it, and I knocked the sign over. And I was like, I have to bend down again. I'm really mad. I've definitely gotten to the point where, like last night I was making, I was cutting up some food, and some sweet potatoes fell on the floor, and I was like, I'll just stay in there until somebody else can pick them up, because I'm not picking them up. But my husband seems to be kind of getting on the baby train of it's going to be here quite soon, because this weekend all he did was work. He cleaned out the garage, mowed the lawn, got all our deck stuff out, got our grill out, all that. So that's about it. I will see you in another week. If something happens in the next few weeks, in between my updates, I will definitely make a tiny update before and quickly put it up. But I'll see you soon. Bye.